Hey, this is Pizza Dude Man Guy. Blaster Master was a beloved NES classic, one I wish I had had more of a chance to play, which is why I was so excited when a remake of the game, Blaster Master Zero, was a launch title for the Nintendo Switch. I always planned on doing a moveset for the game's main protagonist, Jason Frudnick, someday, but the sudden unexpected release of Blaster Master Zero 2 bumped this up on my list. Now, while I really like Jason, it's impossible to talk about Blaster Master without mentioning Sophia, the iconic tank of the series, with enough powers and abilities to rival Mega Man. How could I do a Blaster Master character without including Sophia? Well, I couldn't. This one's a tag team.
Jason and Sophia
For Smash! Jason is a young scientist from a post-apocalyptic Earth. He discovers what appears to be a mutated frog, a specimen he names Fred, who leads Jason underground, where he finds the metal attacker tank known as SOPHIA III, also equipped with a unique blaster rifle that has many different weapons. While searching for Fred, Jason encounters hostile alien creatures deep in the Earth and uses his newfound armament to defend himself and ultimately protect the planet. Blaster Master itself has an interesting and confusing history. The original NES game is actually a localized version of a Japanese game called Moveset, which has the same gameplay and levels, but a completely different plot. Apparently, Moveset wasn't especially popular, but Blaster Master was a hit. The game got several sequels and reboots over the years, many of them produced by different companies, and most of them I'd never heard of. However, Blaster Master Zero combines the plot elements of Blaster Master and Moveset to make one cohesive story, and from what I understand, incorporates things from a lot of the other Blaster Master games as well. Between Zero and Zero 2, there's plenty of abilities to make a great moveset, so I'm sticking to these two games. Since Zero 2 is such a new game, I'm going to go ahead and give you a spoiler warning right here. Some of the concepts I use in this moveset may reveal plot points, so if you care about that, go play the game first before watching this video. Blaster Master is about equal parts exploring dungeons as Jason, blasting down mutants with a variety of weapons and sub-weapons, and piloting Sophia across the land, which has its own wide set of abilities. I decided I wanted to represent this by having both Jason on foot and Jason in the tank as playable options, switching like Zelda and Sheik used to, but with its own mechanics. Sophia is a very powerful character. She's big, strong, the bulk of her attacks have range, and since she is a tank, she has an armor effect like Bowser. Now, her power and size is scaled down from her regular appearance, like Ridley. In this case, Sophia is no taller than Jason, comparable to the size of their sprites in Blaster Master games, making Sophia a solid one-person tank as opposed to a full-size vehicle. However, Sophia comes with her own energy meter similar to Robin's tomes. This meter is displayed above the player's character icon, and it depletes as Sophia takes damage or uses certain moves. Once it reaches 0, Sophia turns gray and becomes unusable. In this state, Sophia's energy meter slowly fills back up, and you can use her again once it's full. When Sophia turns gray, she slips into the background as an untargetable object, like the Pokemon trainer, and Jason is automatically ejected from the tank, which counts as a single jump. Besides that, Sophia is treated like any other playable character. She can jump, double jump, roll, swim, takes damage as normal, which, yes, stacks with energy depletion, and can even wall cling and wall jump. Let's talk for a second in particular about how she uses items. Sophia grabs items with her barrel. If it's a throwing item, you can see it slightly protruding from the cannon, and then she shoots it to throw. If it's a melee weapon, it sticks out of the cannon as you move it around. Maybe it's a little silly, but Blaster Master is no stranger to silly, and I think it's worth it to make Sophia fully playable. As for Jason, he functions more like a regular character. Zero and Zero 2 have plenty of animations to use for his walk, run, jump, double jump, dodges, and so forth, but he comes with a crawl instead of a wall cling. As the Blaster Master himself, Jason's moveset is very range heavy, combining elements of Mega Man, Samus, Zero Suit Samus, and Snake. We basically have 2 entire movesets to cover in this video, so let's get to it. Jason's neutral attack is a triple shot with his blaster. His dash attack is the shift-up attacker from Zero 2, a forward rush that stabs opponents with the blaster rifle as if it were a sword. Forward tilt is the diffusion gun, a short-range forward-blasting shotgun spray of laser bullets that knocks opponents away. For up tilt, Jason launches a grenade from his rifle upwards. It creates a small burst when contacting an opponent or when it's reached the peak of its height. Down tilt is a crawling variant of Jason's neutral attack. Meanwhile, Sophia's neutral attack is her signature Crusher Shot, which here can be used twice in quick succession. Her dash attack is the Spark Tackle, one of Sophia's sub-weapons in Blaster Master Zero. Forward tilt is a short-range laser blast, and up tilt is an upward variant of the Crusher Shot. This is a maneuver you use a lot in Blaster Master. Sophia's down tilt is the Cannon Shot, firing an exploding shell on the ground right in front of her. Jason's forward smash is the Wave Gun, Jason's most powerful regular weapon. Here, it takes an appearance reminiscent of Blaster Master Zero, creating a beam that goes out for about 2.5 spirals. Despite being a ranged projectile, it cannot be reflected, but it doesn't count as a melee strike for counters either. It's the best of both worlds. Up smash is the Flame Gun. It's very similar to Samus and Mii Gunner's up smash, except Jason quickly creates 2 arcs of flames above himself, dealing more damage but without a high knockback finish. The down smash is the proximity mine from Zero 2, and it works as an homage to Snake's old down smash. By using it, Jason sets down a bomb, which creates a small burst when someone gets too close to it. It will eventually explode on its own if it takes too long, or will disappear if Jason uses down smash again. By charging it, the power and range of the explosion increases, basically upgrading the proximity mine into its enhanced version, the Torch Bomb. Sophia's forward smash is the Maximum Shot, a blast that has the same range as her neutral attack, but much more power. Going along with it, her up smash is an upward variant. Down smash is the grounded version of the Drill Smasher from Zero 2. Sophia drills into the ground, blasting up rocks from both sides around her. Jason's neutral aerial is based on the Penetrator from Zero and the Stinger from Zero 2, shooting an arrow-like projectile more powerful than the regular blaster shots. It can be used twice in quick succession. Forward aerial is the EX Charge from Zero 2, a strong forward projectile with a starting lag. It's a powerful aerial move, but it also deals a kickback that knocks Jason backwards slightly, which can be a little dangerous in certain situations. The back aerial references the Reflex Striker from Zero 2. Jason turns around and fires a shot backwards, a very quick projectile. Up aerial is the Auto Fire, shooting a wild spread of small bullets into the air. And down aerial appears as the Seeker Gun from Zero 2. It doesn't have its actual homing ability, but it's a wavy downward orb projectile that can travel a pretty long distance before dissipating. Sophia's neutral aerial is just an aerial version of her neutral attack. Like the upward variant, it's a move you use a lot in Blaster Master, so I wanted to have it here to help still feel like Blaster Master. The forward aerial is based on the Revel Buster from Zero 2. Sophia fires a quick shell out in front of her that explodes. Here, the shot will explode almost immediately after leaving the cannon, so it's more of a quick forward explosion rather than a projectile. Back aerial is the Auto Cluster from Zero 2. Sophia launches a barrage of small bombs behind her. Like her forward aerial, they don't actually get much distance before creating a combo of tiny mini explosions, and unlike the actual Auto Cluster, Sophia does not simultaneously shoot lasers in front. Sophia's up aerial is the Impact Wave sub-weapon from Zero 2, a sound blast that actually strikes all around Sophia, not just upward. Down aerial is the Thunderbreaker, a downward striking bolt of lightning. It deals combo damage on the side or middle, but is a meteor smash if you're able to strike opponents with the exact bottom of the hitbox. Jason's throws use the new Whip weapon from Zero 2, so his grab is very similar to Zero Suit Samus's and can be used as a tether. To help demonstrate the throws and the rest of Jason's basic moves, we're bringing back Moveset Miles of Adustus. While holding on to the opponent, Jason can pummel by striking them with his knee. For his forward throw, Jason basically whips the opponents forward, and for back throw, he swings them around. Up throw flings the opponents into the air, and down throw slams them into the ground. For Sophia's grab, I'm using the Water Bind, a sub-weapon utilized by a different metal attacker late into Zero 2. The original water bind was a projectile that trapped enemies inside of bubbles. Instead, this version makes a bubble grow out of Sophia's cannon, trapping opponents like a close-range grab. Sophia's pummel is a weak shot into the bubble, like the ones you're able to use in 0-2 when Sophia has no energy. Her throws shoot the bubbled opponent into the selected direction as if they were a projectile, forward, backwards, upwards, or into the ground. Jason's floor attacks are simple and make use of the shift-up attacker once again. Forward floor is a forward stab followed by a backslash, back floor is the opposite, and the trip attack is very similar. It's actually pretty common for these three moves to be so similar for most Smash characters, although some have differing moves for each one. Sophia's fallen animations actually have her lay on her side rather than forward or backward, so her floor attacks are all variations of revving around to get back up. For Jason's edge attack, I went with a baseball slide, and Sophia's is a tackle, driving into opponents as she climbs back onto the stage. Jason's neutral special is the Striker Gun. At a glance, it's nothing special, a forward-ranged electric blast with average speed and power. However, if you hit an opponent with it, any nearby opponents are hit instantaneously with a chain lightning effect as if they were also hit with the attack. This effect can still be blocked or dodged, and isn't very applicable in one-on-one fights. For his side special, I wanted to use some kind of projectile defense. Jason has had several. I went with the Reflect Gun from the first game. Jason produces a shield from his gun in front of himself that reflects projectiles. Unlike Fox, Jason's reflector only protects his front, but as long as you keep the B button held, you're able to move around with the shield, advancing on shooting enemies. If you activate the move right as a projectile is about to hit you, it will reflect at the opponent faster. Jason's up special borrows one of Sophia's sub-weapons, the Repulsion Upper. Jason drops down a capsule that becomes a spring, launching him upward. After the launch, the spring closes back up and explodes. We're going to save the down special for later. Sophia's neutral special is the Homing Missile. It automatically follows the closest opponent for a bit, exploding on contact or when it runs out of time. It's faster and more powerful than Samus's homing missiles, but not as strong as her super missiles. Side special is the Shield Mine. Sophia drops down a capsule that becomes a small wall, which stays in place for a while. The wall reflects projectiles and also acts as a regular wall. Only one shield mine can be active at a time. Sophia's up special is her hover ability. It allows you to freely fly around like Rob's up B, and you can use it as long as you have energy. However, using hover rapidly drains Sophia's energy. If she runs out, she'll turn gray and plummet. But don't forget, Jason will automatically eject in this situation, and you're able to follow up with a double jump and repulsion upper, so you won't be helpless. Down special is a manual eject. It works the exact same as the automatic one, you're just choosing to exit Sophia. Like when you run out of energy, Sophia will just hide into the background, or if you use it in the air, Sophia will plummet first. Jason's down special is entering the tank. If you use it right next to Sophia, it's a near immediate transformation. However, if you aren't close enough, Jason will first summon Sophia with a wormhole, an animation that makes Jason vulnerable to attack. If Sophia has fallen off the edge, you have no choice but to use this method. This move is unusable if Sophia is gray. Jason's final smash is the Remote Blast. Jason sends a signal to Sophia, who launches a barrage of large missiles from wherever she is up into the sky that fall down onto the stage. It's kind of like a more powerful version of Jeff's assist trophy. If Sophia is off stage before using the move, the missiles will fly up from below, taking a little longer to reach the stage. Jason can still freely fight during the attack. Sophia's final smash is the Acceleration Blast. It's a massive forward-firing laser beam. It has a wider range than Samus's Zero Laser, but the angle cannot be adjusted. Like Pokemon Trainer, you can choose from the select screen whether to start inside or outside the tank, with inside being the default. This slightly adjusts the on-screen appearance. Jason's is flying in inside of Sophia, then immediately ejecting out, while Sophia's is just flying in. For Jason's side taunt, he adjusts the settings on his blaster rifle while saying something like,
"Let's give this a shot."
and for his up taunt, he points his rifle into the air, shouting something like,
"Bring it on."
For down taunt, Jason puts on or takes off his helmet. Jason is seen helmetless in the artwork and cutscenes of the Blaster Master Zero games, and I like this appearance, but you spend the actual gameplay helmeted the whole time, so I wanted to make both options available. Jason can use this taunt while inside Sophia as well. Meanwhile, Sophia's side taunt is a spinning tank wheelie. And for her up taunt, Fred appears through a wormhole onto Sophia's cannon, delivers a loud croak, and jumps back in. Jason and Sophia share victory screens. For Victory 1, Jason answers a call,
"Got it, on my way."
jumps into Sophia, and blasts off. In Victory 2, Jason wipes his forehead and relaxes on top of Sophia. For Victory 3, Jason gets out of Sophia and Fred hops out and into a wormhole as Jason looks confused.
"Fred, where are you going?"
Their victory theme is a snippet from the title screen of Blaster Master Zero 2. Jason's default outfit is his red from Blaster Master Zero, while Sophia appears as Sophia III from the same game. Outfit 2 is Jason's Destroyer Mode outfit, and Sophia takes the coloration of Sophia Zero. Many of the other alts use colors that reference other MA pilots and their tanks from Blaster Master Zero 2. So there's Gonbei and Kubiko, Leibniz and Garuda, Kana and Air, Stein and Adam, and Eve and Andrea. Outfit 8 is a reference to Jason and Sophia's appearance from the NES original. Since Jason and Sophia count as two characters, we get two Kirby hats this time. One is Jason's helmet, and the other is a Sophia-like helmet that gives Kirby a cannon on his head. As much as I'd love to see Blaster Master and Smash Brothers, I think there's a lot of competition here. Many consider it a legacy series, but not to the extent of Mega Man or Castlevania, and we also have yet to see Ninja Gaiden or Dragon Quest, just to name a few bigger contenders. Still, Blaster Master Zero 2 is a very new game. Maybe this is the start of a new legacy, the beginning of a long continuing line of Blaster Master games. For now, it's too soon for me to speculate whether or not this would be a probable choice for the future, but I'd be super into it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think of the moveset or what you think of Jason and Sophia in Smash. See you next time for the next character.